Paneer or Indian cottage cheese is a popular cheese from India, usually made from buffalo or cow's milk. It can be easily made at home by curdling the milk with some lemon juice or buttermilk. So today we're making some Paneer Parathas, which basically is some whole wheat bread stuffed with the delicious, fragrant paneer stuffing. So first things first, we'll prepare our atta dough. So today I'll be using my KitchenAid to make the dough. In my previous video for aloo paratha or potato stuffed parathas, I kneaded it with my hands. So be sure to check that out for that method. So all you have to do is start the mixer on the lowest setting with the dough hook and just start adding some water a little bit at a time until you have a dough that's soft and supple but not sticky at all. If it's too wet, then go ahead and add some more flour. And that is perfect. It has a smooth texture, it's soft and it's not sticky at all. Now just do a quick knead on your countertop just to bring it all together and really get a smooth all-rounded ball. The key after you do that is to let that dough rest. So while the dough is resting, let's go ahead and prepare our paneer. So as I mentioned earlier, it is a hard cheese, so you can go ahead and grate it really finely. And that is just perfect, almost just like cheese, right? So go ahead and transfer this into a large bowl, then we proceed with adding some more of our ingredients. So in this, add some red chili powder, some garam masala, some ground coriander, which will really make it nice and fragrant. And this is the key ingredient. It's gonna kind of make that stuffing sweet and sour because this is dried mango powder. And that's it. Just season it with a bit of salt. Go ahead and taste this as well and adjust the seasoning as per your palate. And then go ahead and add some fresh chopped cilantro and a little bit of minced ginger. And if you like some spice, then go ahead and add some finely chopped green chillies as well. And that's it, guys. Now go ahead and mix it all together. And don't be afraid to use your hands if you think it's not coming together into a nice ball, which should really help make sure that all the ingredients in here are very well combined, kind of like making a homemade burger. So we're going to be following the method where you roll out 2 discs, you layer the stuffing on one of the discs, then you cover it with the pear. This method really works well for me because I always have stuffing evenly distributed all throughout the paratha. The other method is where you roll out 1 disc, you stuff the center kind of like a dumpling, and then you seal the edges when you roll it back out. All my life of having it like that, I've always noticed that the center, because you're making that seal, no matter what you do, unless I'm missing something, that center always contains just dough, no stuffing. And I like my stuffing everywhere. I remember always avoiding the center while eating parathas growing up. So those are your pears. They should be about 5 to 7 inches wide in diameter and should be roughly the same shape as the pear, which will really help making the layering process much easier. Now go ahead and add a few spoonfuls of the paneer right in the center, and then either with the back of the spoon or with your fingers spread that right out. You want to be delicate so you don't tear the dough because it is quite thin at the moment. Now go ahead and just like a dumpling, seal those edges by pinching it. Should really help make sure it doesn't fly open. And I have the extra flour on the left side there just to make sure that when I'm rolling this back out, it kind of creates a protective layer. So in the case that there is a tear, it's not completely destroyed because that flour will really help to protect our atta. And I have that flour there just to make sure that nothing gets stuck. So as you notice, you could stretch it out almost twice the diameter from what we had earlier, and that's just because we're really going gently. You want to roll it with a very light hand. You want to let that stuffing spread out throughout the dough, and that looks perfect. You can just tell by the cilantro dotted all over. And then go ahead and start doing the same with some of the other portions while you start preheating your tawa pan or a cast iron pan on medium to medium high heat. You want it to be lightly smoking. Now go ahead and place the paratha right on that pan, and the sign that it's ready to flip is you'll start noticing tiny bubbles, tiny bumps on the surface, which will tell you that the bottom is cooking. Now while that's happening, make sure you have some molten ghee or butter on the side. That just adds a ton of flavor. And if you're having paratha, if you made up your mind that hey, today I'm having parathas, get ready to have some extra ghee and butter with it, because it's just a must with it. It's just so good, and even if you never had it, I recommend you try it at least once, because after that you'll have it every time. So as you can see, the paratha really came to life when I added the ghee. Now flip it, and as you can notice, it's smoking at the bottom as that ghee is really making it charred, adding tons of flavor right in to the stuffing, right into every bite of that paratha. And do the same on the other side. Be quick about it. You don't want it to burn too much, so go ahead and spread it. Now flip this back to the newly ghee side, just to make sure that that side is nicely golden brown as well. It's like making a grilled cheese, right? If you don't toast the butter, you won't get the flavor. We are doing this to get a ton of flavor into our paratha, and that's about it. It's not too complicated. In terms of serving, it goes great with everything. You can have it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and depending on when you're having it, you can serve it with some pickle, yogurt, or even ketchup, which is my favorite, or pair it with a curry, dry or gravy, and you can have this at any time. You can have that stuffing ready in your fridge at any time and just make some atta, and you have some great food ready for you. And that's about it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more videos just like this one, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below, or just hit that like button. It really helps out with the algorithm. I really hope to see you guys again. Be sure to try this out and let me know how it goes, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.